key 24-hour access. Old key is dead. New key is about to be dropped. Let a couple more people get in here waiting for. Let's get it. Let's go. Okay, I'm gonna get the key. I'm gonna get the key. I'm gonna get the key. Let me get the key first. Let's get the key first things first. All right, so I'm getting the key. Thanks for coming through. Uh, OBS. All right, the old key is dead. The old key is dead, and as you know, if you come through by the end of the day, you get a API key 24-hour access. Old key is dead. New key is about to be dropped. Let a couple more people get in here waiting for them, and then I'll drop the key for them, and then we'll lock all the way in. Your API key may have expired. Your API key may be invalid. Your API key may be revoked. Get a new API key from Moondev to continue. All right. I got the key for you, dude. I got the key for you. I got a hell of a build to make today. I got something pretty cool, I think. I think it's going to be revolutionary. It's actually where we left off yesterday. Maybe Claude made me hallucinate into this idea. We'll see. I'll be done with it in a day. I'll be done with it in a day. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. All right. It works for me. Okay, perfect. I can get to my code section beautifully. Life is perfect. 777. Much love to you. Let's get the key in there. Get me all set up here. Okay, we're good. I'm good. I'm G-O-O-D. Let's get it. Okay. Copy this in here and dropping the key in the chat right now. 777 to you, Powell. Good to see you. Much love. Key and everything is in the chat. All right, so everything that's in the chat when you get here as a bonus, there's multiple things here. So I want to just go over them very quickly. Somebody lost 50 M's yesterday. So if you've lost money, damn, he lost 50 M's. Okay, so here we go. First things first, you get the documentation. Second thing is the Moondev app. Third thing, Moondev app training. Fourth thing is the Discord. Then you got the roadmap as well. You got to put your key into the roadmap. The roadmap shows you step by step how to automate your trading. Unlock access here. Scroll down, see a bunch of videos, Discord, frequently asked questions, book list, code from the videos, crypto data. Yeah, this is crazy, crazy roadmap. But anyways, you get access to all that here. So much love to you. I think I want to get into my Moondash here. SSH Moondash. Then SU. I think I'm just going to build this. So I'll explain the idea here in a second. Let me just go ahead and explain the idea first. Let's go ahead and vet it out. Okay, I'm just gonna do it in AI. I was about to go to Claude, but like I got Claude in the terminal with the code that I'm actually gonna build it on. So shut the heli up and just code, B. Let's get it. Voice mode is trash. No offense to Claude. Whisper is the way. Don't try to build that, Claude. Don't try to build a voice mode. Don't waste your resources, please. Anthropic, I know you're listening to me. Don't waste your resources. Do not waste your resources on building voice mode. Whisper's got that. Please keep cooking with the AI. Please, please, please. All right, so this is here. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh, jeez, dude. How's my guardian? What's my guardian saying right now? I'm feeling a little chunky over here. Careers agent going crazy up here. Careers agent, where are you, Shorty? Because you are already slowing down everything. Do I need a new computer? Nah, I don't need a new computer. I feel like that's a waste. I just need to tighten up. I need to tighten up, dude. You see, there's a little bit of lag right now. So thank you. When I get kicked like that, it comes back with no audio. Appreciate that. All right, so I think that we're good. I think we're good. I'm gonna rerun this. I just want to see what's taking up all my resources. So I built this agent to look at my resources. You can see OBS CPU is 533. So it is just OBS that's killing me. I mean, no, it's terminal. The terminal is right there as well, but 533 is crazy. So we'll keep an eye on her. We'll just cut her off if needed. Okay, so what I want to do is dive into this. You've got the keys and everything. I think this is gonna be interesting. I'll explain why. So you see moondev.com. You see I show how to build trading bots live on YouTube, Zoom, every single day, as I believe code is a great equalizer. And when I started in this industry, I needed to automate my trading, get rid of emotions. I was scared to learn how to code my entire life. I would churn every time I go to Code Academy, yada yada, because I could just hire somebody on Upwork. But when I realized that I had to automate my trading due to emotions, I understand that you got to keep your edge kind of secret. And there's something called alpha decay, so everybody can't have the same models being run. Anyways, this led me to show everything for so many years that a lot of people started watching. And now we're here with a collective of like, I'd say over 100,000 people that are here. And Jim Simons, his biggest edge was the team that he built. He was a smart guy, a smart math guy. Yeah, yeah. But he built a great team. I'm not really looking to build a team, but we have a great community. So I think if I can incentivize the community correctly, we could have everybody cook towards the same goal. Jim Simons, 31 billion. Okay, how do we crack that as a community? Well, obviously, most people in the world aren't going to be able to move to New York, but that does not mean that people that move to New York and get those quant jobs are the smartest people. So my thesis is code is a great equalizer because at the end of the day, as long as you know how to code, you can cook forever. Now that goes the same thing for quant. I don't care if you live in India, China, Kazakhstan, it doesn't matter. If you can build a good model, you can build a good model. And to simplify this, because a model is too intense of a word, if you can predict the next hour of which way BTC price is going to go, it doesn't matter if you're in New York, Tennessee, or Africa. There's no current platform that capitalizes on that collective knowledge, nor are there anybody that shares so much that they have the community. So we're in a very unique position right here. Got a community of very intelligent people that are far more intelligent than I, but they watch me for some reason. Okay, great. I can be the intermediary of this. I've built everything needed for execution, trading bots, building any idea into a bot. It's all done, running, very stress tested, etc. But some people are just mathematicians, or maybe not even mathematicians, just interested in crypto. Yeah, yeah, not even mathematicians. Who cares about that? I mean, sure, if they are, that's cool, but it doesn't give you any extra credits. One of the harder parts is like trying to come into this industry and then figure out how to do everything because you have to build the infrastructure, you have to backtest, you have to do this, you have to do that, you have to actually make the signals, etc. So I was thinking of an incentive mechanism based off of BitTensor, how they do these contests essentially of who can figure out the best ML models. Well, we were talking about this yesterday, and since I run the Hyperliquid data layer, which I will connect you to here, or I can't, I could, here's the docs, moondev.com/docs, check that out. We have this Hyperliquid data that is an edge on everybody else, and we're collecting it because, for example, we can see historical data on people's positions and liquidations and things that you just can't see elsewhere. So the whole premise is explained above, but essentially have a contest that starts with maybe once a week, and then ideally gets to once a day, and maybe even more. It could be 24-hour contests where it's like predict the next 1 hour BTC price with your model. And we got to dumb that down because that's the thing I hate about quant. Model is confusing sounding. It's like with your Python script that predicts the next hour. Don't care how you do it. Use machine learning. You could do whatever you want to do, dude. I don't care. There's going to be a prize, say to start $500 for the winner who predicts the best or who has the best predictor or whatever. And all you have to do is to submit is, you'll have a simple account. We'll give you the API key. So we get our little accounts where it's not an API key, it's a secret key. So you make your account just like we do on like the moondev.com/Clippers page. I think the other pages where publishers, I think like the ads one, the stream ads, how we just like sign up for an account and here's your key. don't lose this key because this is how you get back in. We'll do a get a little system like that as well. So it's like they're fully responsible. But anyways, that's how they make their account. And then once they make their account, they can join any of the contests. Now, right now, we'll start with one contest, and that contest will be the best 1 hour predictor wins BTC. And then all you have to do to win is upload the actual model or the script.py file. We'll have to be very specific how to do this. And then we'll need to be able to run these on our server. You are the server right now, by the way. Be able to run them on the server, but in Docker containers with a 30-second timeout so that first, this will stop any malicious code from getting into any other parts. And then second, if there's a timeout, it shouldn't take longer than 30 seconds to run the model. Anyways, the idea here is collectively, this is like building a squad, right? Because it's going to be, ideally I'm able to get this giveaway up to like 50 grand, 100 grand. The more, if the higher I can get the giveaway up means the better results that are being submitted. So it's a good thing. It's elevating everybody. And if I continue to share this, then everybody kind of gets the trickle down effect. So the premise here, it doesn't matter if you're in the caves of Africa or Turkey or whatever. If you got a signal, you got signal, and you should be able to get paid for that. Just like with BitTensor, if you've got a machine learning model that does better than everybody else, you should get paid for that. Obviously, going to test this with small size, a $500 giveaway to start. Let's see what happens. The vision is to try to give away as much money as possible because that means it's fire, So if it's fire, it's fire. But the key here is we'll have a leaderboard on the website somewhere, and you'll be able to see all the models performing and their predictions. Okay. If there's 5 people that joined, we'll have all of their 5 models running in those Docker compartments to keep this all safe and keep malicious code away. And essentially, it will do the prediction for the hour. And that's going to be the first game or the first contest. It'll just be 1 hour BTC price prediction. There's obviously so many other things that we can build off this. That's just a simple way that we can say, hey, okay, upload the script, one file, we'll make it very clean, clear, under control. We'll have like a contest page that explains all of this. Yeah, so let's plan this out. Obviously, this is still a bunch of mumbo jumbo I'm giving you here. I've thought about this pretty deeply yesterday. That being said, we got to plan this all out and then we'll go ahead and move forward with it. All right, so that was a 15-minute prompt. A 15-minute prompt. This is called, I don't know, contest setup. Okay, and this is moondive.com/docs. This is the Hyperliquid data layer that we have access to. Again, we run this node, so it's a bunch of custom data. And the thing that, this is what I want to talk about a bit, is Quantopian is our best example of this. The reason I'm confident in this model is because they did a kind of challenge like this, and I can learn from their mistakes. Okay, Quantopian, you can go ahead and see why they shut down. Robinhood ended up buying them, doing like AccuHire, but there's some fishy things going on there. And I'll explain it in a second. Get these fools up in here. Okay, the fishy stuff is like, okay, they had the model worked. They had 300,000 people that were collectively building a quant ecosystem out. That's awesome. They proved that model, but long story short, what I've done based on my research is they overhired and they had like overhead of 10 million a year just to run the business. The Quantopian model is sick and it was proven to be sick. 300,000 developers, quants, all working together towards a singular goal as they were getting incentivized by I think they got 10% of profits of the models. Okay. But their big mistake was number one, too thick, like too bulky. But 300,000 users is a lot of quants. That's a lot of quants, and you can build Renaissance based off of those 300,000 people. I know that. Or at least that's my thesis. Okay. Their overhead was too high, so they had to shut down. They raised a bunch of money, then they had to shut down. Well, they didn't shut down. They got hired by Robinhood. Robinhood is notoriously rinsing retail while pretending like they're not. They're studying the data. So this is a bunch of retail on how they want to algorithmic trade. So of course Robinhood's going to shut that shit down. They buy it, take all of the data, shut that shit down. Doesn't work. Don't even look there, guys. Don't even look into algorithmic trading. It doesn't work. It's pretty much what they did. Okay. Whatever that reason is, doesn't matter. What I do see from that is one thing that they didn't believe in was the back tests that they were setting live, which is fine. I look at back tests as an indicator. The thing that we're doing entirely different here is this is not based off of back tests. This is real live data. As you can see, moondev.com/docs, we have Hyperliquid's data layer there. Plus, we can use the Hyperliquid API, etc. All of this contest will be based off of real predictions. So the real next 24 hours. For example, if this does become a 24-hour rolling contest that you can enter as many times as you want, you upload the model. Let's say in 24 hours, there's 24 periods to predict. You're competing against 10 other quants or 100 or 5, whatever it may be. You got 24 periods to predict. This isn't back testing. They brought 300,000 quantitative developers together to back test, and they were going to fund live algorithms off that. Of course, that doesn't work, dude. Backtesting is an indicator. How could you have your whole business model that is supposed to provide $10 million every single year? How are you supposed to pay off that overhead of 10 million a year off a business model of just back testing and assuming that you're going to be able to scale 10 million a year in profits off the back tests? That was their critical mistake. Two critical mistakes: overhiring and then acting like the back tests are going to translate exactly to how they are in real. So we fixed both of those critical mistakes. And the thing that gets me excited is they prove the demand for 300,000 quantitative developers, Quantopian, getting together and working together. They prove the demand of that. I've gone ahead and proven that demand as well. I have 100,000 people that just researched and found me somehow. A lot of them are in the Discord. I don't know, like 10,000 plus in the Discord, a bunch of them on Twitter, like 50,000 plus over there. It's like, these are data dogs. It shows that this world is collaborative. It's just we can't all move to New York. We can't all go get a job at Jane Street. We can't all go work for Jim Simons. It's just some people are born in a different place. And, I believe code is a great equalizer. So this is right down my alley. I feel like this is a really, really good platform for me to build with the proven demand of the 300,000 users. They stated their mistakes were number one, acting like backtesting was going to translate directly to algorithms that make $10 million minimum per year that they can pay off their team with, and having no other, like, I don't know. I don't understand why they weren't trading themselves. And then hiring $10 million worth of employees. I think they had like 40, 50 employees all in Boston. Anyways, they ran through all this. They walked whatever they crawled so we could run. I think this is worth spending at least a couple days on to see, number one, if people are interested in this. I asked the other day in the chat, would people submit to this contest to win $500, $1,000? Obviously, I want to get this as big as possible. I like how Mr. Beast gives away as much money as possible. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of that. I'm a big fan of every dollar I can get my hand on, give it away. give it away. Just like I've given my time away for the last 5 years. Every minute I've had of energy coding, building bots, I've given it away. Give it away. Give. That's it. That's it. That's the thesis. So I would like to do the same thing with cash, but I don't want to just do giveaways like random people can win game. Every time I've done a giveaway, I've been gamed, you know? But this is great because you have to submit a model that runs in a Docker and it predicts the next hour. So if you're sick and your model is sick, I want to give you more money. Now, I'm not going to make the mistake Quantopian did and base this 100% off of the fund, not the fund, the algorithm. Like, hey, your back tests are going to be turned into algos that we fund. Like, I don't think that's a play. How about we just cash you out up front? It's better for everybody. Anyways, let's go ahead and organize this 22 minutes of prompt and then figure out how to attack this. You are on moondev.com right now, so you do have access to the place we are going to put this, I don't know, contest or arena. I don't know, but it's people are going to be able to submit to the rolling contest. We'll start with one contest. We'll just start with one contest. Submissions open, and they close. Let's say they close on Tuesday or something, and then we'll let them trade for like 3 days. I don't know, but the vision is to make this a rolling every day. Every dollar I can get my hands on, I want to give back to these people that are actually pushing the boundaries because I truly believe code is a great equalizer. And if you learn how to code, doesn't matter where you are in the world, dude. If you can cook, you can cook. I don't care what language you speak, dude. And this is such a great aligned mechanism here because it literally doesn't matter what color you are, what language you speak. The model predicts the next hour BTC price. Best model wins. And really, and in reality, we can make this even easier as predicting price is not a good problem in machine learning. So let's just say up or down. Predict up or down. And then we could just mirror the how Polymarket does it, the 1 hour. Regardless, I think this is one of the best ways to bring the community together to all chase together, opposed to everybody trying to just like look over my shoulder and see what I'm cooking. Like I'm not goat, dude. I'm not goat. I just have a mic in front of me. I just got a mic in front of me, dude, and I put down prompts that are 25 minutes long. Damn, no audio? That would be crazy. This is a killer vision. Let me save this memory to get organized. Okay. What is this memory thing that Claude started to do? Anybody familiar with it? Claude code memory. They just ship so hard that they don't even mention things anymore, I feel like. I'll save to memory. Here's what I captured. Wait, no. Yeah, I want to build, but we gotta like plan it out, is what I'm trying to say. Thanks for saving that memory, but I just gave you so much slop to plan this out. Okay, thank you. Damn, dude, what the hell? Was that just too much for her? Explore. What's going on over here? I'm out of USDC. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and run this real quick and get some cash back. Cash back. My Solana stuff. Great. I've got a full picture of the stack. Let me design the implementation plan. The memory tool enables Claude to store and retrieve information across conversations through a memory file directory. Claude can create, read, update, and delete files that persist between sessions, allowing it to build knowledge over time without keeping everything in the same context window. This is the key primitive for just-in-time context retrieval. Rather than loading all relevant information up front, agents store what they learn in memory and pull it back on demand. This keeps the active context focused on what currently relevant, critical for long-running workflows where loading everything at once would overwhelm the context window. Great, I got the full picture of the stack. Let's see, compose it, compose it, compose it. Cooking, dude. Moondive Arena. I don't know. Design arena implementation plan. Let me write the plan. 5 minutes. Damn. I guess it was a long prompt. There we go. For the first contest, what's the timeline you're thinking? When should submissions open and when do models go live? Submissions open today. Submissions open today, close on Wednesday, and trade Thursday and Friday. That's fair. That's cool. Just give me a little bit of time and I can change that if needed. Display names on leaderboard. Should users pick custom or stay anonymous? Custom names is fine. Docker needs to be installed on the VPS to sandbox the models. Is Docker already installed or are you good with me setting up? I'm not sure. Not sure, gang. Not sure. Submit answers. Thank you. Go ahead. Keep cooking. This is live on the server. I love that. I don't know if you guys are doing that yet, but if you work on a website, putting Claude Code on that server is the most goated thing in the world. Save you so much time. I love it. I just love Claude Code. Okay, let's see if she's got the plan right. Let's go ahead and read through this whole thing because I spent 15 minutes telling it to her. So okay, so build a prediction contest platform, moondev.com/arena, where community members submit Python scripts that predict BTC price direction. Models run hourly and Docker sandboxes against live Hyperliquid data. Best predictor wins 500. Vision, start weekly, scale to daily. Mine the community for great signals, fixes Quantopian's two mistakes, backtest only plus bloated overhead, while capturing the same proven demand. Contest number 1, submissions open Friday, March 13th, today. Submissions close Wednesday, March 18th. Models trade live Thursday, March 19th to 20th. Winner announced Friday after the final round. Architecture fits into the existing Moondev dashboard. Okay. Moondev Arena. We got sign up, submit, leaderboard, history.